Hello and welcome to building a Gauge 1 project 4F Loco. So I've started this about probably a year and a half ago, after I bought the book at the Gauge 1 75th anniversary show in Bicester, and I've been working slowly, completing different bits, and then in the next clips you'll see what stage I'm at. This picture that you're seeing now is actually my grandfather's Gauge 3 4F, which he built coal-fired with joy valve gear, and it's something I've always loved. And when I found the book on building the Project 4F, I just had to get it and build one so it could almost look the same. It's going to be based off of this one, so it's going to share the same number, and I'm going to try and copy some of the detail. Right, so in the next clip you'll see me showing off what I have built so far and updating you guys. So now let's talk about where we're at. So last year I started the tender, and this is the stage that the tender's at now. So I've completed the frames of the tender, as well as the base and the buffer beams, and then to finish the chassis off, I had to learn how to machine these casting wheels. I had to make 6 of them, and then the axles in between. And then that's where I've left that for the time being, because I wanted to work on the actual main chassis. So that's where this chassis now sits. So I made the main frames from the drawings, and then I made the buffer beams, both ends, and then I've done the block at the end which supports the frames, and this is where the bypass will sit at the end. And then the same again, so I did 6 wheels from castings and machined them. I then had to do the axles as well as this crank axle. That was my first time silver soldering, and I actually think it came out really well. It seems all concentric, so I'm hoping that it won't require any fettling. It's just going to work well. The only problem so far is that these wheels are actually wrong. As you can see, the crank pins here are not on center with the axle, so I need to remachine them, and I'm fitting a boss, which you can see here I've started. These are then glued in with Loctite 306, and I'm going to remachine the boss, front boss, remark them out, drill them, and hopefully I can get them all spot on, so that when it comes to doing the connecting rod between the wheels, there will be no binding and everything will hopefully work well. So basically the rest of this video is going to be me machining these out and fitting bosses into them and getting them back to a state where I can start again on drilling the crank pins. Right, so now we're over on the drill press. I've got a counterbore bit in there, and I believe it's opening it up to a diameter of 5mm, I think. And what we're going to do is I've lined it up with the hole already. We're going to go in, and then we're going to probably drill down about 3mm, just so that boss has something to locate into. I'm going to then do this on the remaining 4 wheels, and I'll get back to you. So I appreciate you might not be able to see much, but this will be me making the bosses, which will go into the counterboard which I've created. So they'll basically be a smaller diameter, and then a shoulder and a slightly bigger diameter, so they fit within the hole provided. So I've now got this down to a diameter where it actually fits into the original hole. So you can see it fits on here, and it's almost at the end. That's because the counter bore that I've made is slightly tighter, so that I can glue it in nicely and get a good fit. So now what we're going to do is part off this piece, and then we can get to gluing it in. So now we've finished this little plug, I think we're going to call it. Now I'm going to glue it in. So I've cleaned it already with isopropyl alcohol. And I'm going to grab my Loctite 603. And I'm going to put a bit on this bit, and then on here also. I'll put it in. Spin it as I put it in. Just try and get an even coating. Now we're in there, I'm going to put it quickly in the vise just to press it home. And here we are. Give it a quick clean up. So there we go. I'm now going to do this on the other 3 remaining. And I'll come back to you once that's all completed. So I'm at a point now where I have put bosses in all of these. So all 6 wheels now have a boss. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the lathe and just skim down the surface so it's completely flush. I think I need to make a quick mandrel to actually hold the wheels in the lathe. But that shouldn't take too long to get that machined down and then tapped to size. So you can see now that I've actually faced that boss down flat. This gives us a nice starting point to start again. I'm going to do this with the other 5 wheels, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so now I've got them all flat. They give us a nice little starting point for next time. I actually had a bit of a mare while doing the counter boring. I managed to snap the end of the counter bore, so what located in the hole. So I had to sort of eye it, but it seemed to come out all right. So these are all flat now, and yeah, that'll lead us on to next time. So that brings today's video to the end. I think I've been pretty productive today. Hopefully next time I can get them marked out and drilled. I think I need to focus on clamping the drilling guide down to get a more accurate hole so that they're all the same. Whereas last time I think the drill wandered a bit within the guide, and that sort of threw off every single hole from the centre. I've also got to make the crank pins. I've made 2 already, so I just need to finish the other 4. And then maybe I can get onto the connecting rods. I think that's going to be a bit tricky, but I guess we'll jump that hurdle when we come to it. If you've enjoyed watching, please like and comment, subscribe. There'll definitely be more of these videos in the future. Yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.